So we're on to the third video in our series. This is the prep guide. So if you haven't got your starter pack, go ahead and purchase that at EdgeCoreX. This is the guide that you're going to have before you get into that starter pack. Okay, these are going to be the prerequisites. These are going to be the things that you need to learn. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now, but whatever. We're going to do it. We're going to get into it. So we're going to talk about things that we need to learn. We're going to talk about what not to do. Going in the right direction, so I'm going to point you in the right direction, talk about the prep guide a little bit, and then we're going to talk about finding a strategy. Before you even start the starter pack, it's good to have a strategy. Time to learn. In this video, I'm going to make sure that we talk about the things that you need to begin with, like what is a candlestick, Fibonacci levels, MAs, what are MAs? And these are the things that you want to learn. You also need to learn some popular indicators as well, like RSI or MACD. Now, before we get into this, I need you to understand the odds. The percentage of traders who fail is high, very high, with an estimates ranging 80 to 95%. I've even heard it said that within 300 days of trading, 97% of traders lose their money. Okay, and this is because poor risk management, which I drill risk management, guys. Emotional decision making, so that whole like revenge trading, you lose one, so now you try to make it back. And remember, to be a successful trader, you have to accept losing, not making mistakes, but losing, okay? Also, a clear lack of strategy. So if you have a strategy and you do something outside of that strategy, whether you win or lose, it's a mistake. It is a loss in the fact that you're not following your rules. And what's going to happen is when you don't follow your rules, you're going to have that lack of conviction, and you need conviction. I mean, I'm telling you, I've had trades go all the way up, almost hit my TP, and I'm like, should I take it? No, I didn't. And then it go all the way down, almost hit my stop, and I didn't take it because I had the conviction. If I was right about it, I was right, and if I was wrong, I was wrong. And you have to keep that kind of mentality, okay? Next, we're gonna talk about don't try to learn everything. Okay, this is very important, and this is where a lot of people go wrong, is they think, okay, I'm gonna go into trading and I'm gonna learn every single thing, I'm gonna know every single indicator. You're gonna destroy yourself. You're gonna destroy the chances of you actually becoming a successful trader, or you're actually going to set yourself back, because what's gonna happen is the market's gonna give you every single signal. So you're gonna have this strategy, this, when it hits the MA and it goes, to the side and hits up with this candlestick, and that pattern is an engulfing bearish, and it's going to tell you to sell and buy at the same time. And what are you going to do? And you're going to have analysis paralysis. Rather than someone who knows one strategy, they know one thing that they do, and when they see it, they take the trade. And they don't think about it. They lose, they take it again. Re-entry right there with no emotional attachment to it. So you have to be able to do this. And when you learn everything, it's going to give you all these mixed signals. So please, don't come in here trying to say I'm going to read everything. I'm going to learn everything, okay? There are tons of examples of strategies, of content. So I'm not going to teach you what is a candlestick. In the PDF, in the prep guide, it'll tell you where to go, what to read, and it'll point you in the right direction. But if you want to, you can watch some of these videos. That's fine. But try not to get too carried away. Like with trading, you don't want to put yourself in this, you don't want to give yourself analysis paralysis. That's one of the worst things that you can do. And I say this, that as an early trader, you're actually in the best mindset that you can possibly be. You'll take a trade, and if you lose, you'll be done. And if you want to trade again, you'll do it again. You're not in this place of, oh, what happened? What went wrong? I saw this, I did this. And you don't have all of the information in your head. So that's one thing you want to do, and understand that that content is out there. So yeah, like I said, in the prep guide, on pages 7 and 8, there are links that you can read from Baby Pips, which is the software, the website that we recommend. It will tell you exactly what to read and what we think is enough, okay? Not too much. Because if you try to, you're going to read every single thing and learn every single thing in your brain. You're going to be burnt out. You're going to be, analysis paralysis. You're going to probably, this is why trading gets such a bad reputation, because the mindset that you have to have is kind of backwards. And like I said, Baby Pips, most of the things that we recommend will be from this site. So I recommend you check out the PDF and just read those guides. But if you want to go through the school, then maybe just get up to elementary school, middle school at tops, because you don't want to get too much information. Check out the initial intro to crypto. It's really good. And I would say that's it. Let's talk about the strategy. We're not trying to push this idea of strategy, because 90% of strategies work. You're the problem, okay? If you can find, even if you find a bad strategy, if you stick with it for 3 months, you're going to be, or as Cass will say, 100 trades, you're going to be a lot better off. I mean, sticking to your guns, actually doing the strategy, learning the ins and outs of the indicators that you use, seeing your setup, taking it. You know, how many re-entries are you going to have? 2, 3, whatever it is. Then just like strategy hopping, strategy hopping. Oh, this didn't win. I didn't win 100% of the time. And I struggle with it. I'm not going to lie to you. I definitely struggle with it. This is one of the things that Cass was trying to drill into my brain. Stop focusing on the strategy, pick a strategy and go with it. Now, here's the problem, because you have to also understand that just because something works for someone else, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. You can find a strategy that's awesome. Like I had one of my friends paid over $5,000 for the strategy, and it's awesome, but I didn't feel connected to it. So I was like, something's wrong. I see it, I take the trade, but I just don't like it. It's not me. And so I had to figure out what kind of trader I was. And so when you find a strategy, you are probably going to have to change. You probably are going to have to find something that feels right for you. And that's why building a strategy was one of the best things that I could do, because it came from me. I know exactly why I did things. You know, my back testing gave me that confidence. I know, oh, I missed a trade, boom, take it again on that same candle, and I get it. And I'll maybe, go for 3-1. And so I lost the first one, but that gave me 2, so I'm profitable. And so you have to know your strategy in and out. But you can just Google best strategies of 2025. Top 8 strategies that they use in real hedge funds. Like, you can find a strategy, and that's why we don't want you to focus so much on it. You can also just build one. Okay, these are my entries. This is the indicator that I use. I trade on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the hour for scalping, or I trade on the week, daily, and the 4-hour, and I only enter on the one. So you have to find what works for you, but it's going to take time. You can't rush the process. We're not trying to give you a fish, and that's what a lot of these companies do, is they give people a strategy. We're trying to teach you to fish, and so this is going to take a lot longer. And being honest in trading, being transparent in trading is hard, because a lot of guys make money off of not being transparent. And so we have investor capital that we trade, and that's where our funds come from, not these selling of courses. So this is what we want to do. And because we're taking an honest approach, it definitely takes more time. It takes more care. If it doesn't look like everybody else giving you a strategy, shoving a strategy down your throat, it's because we're not trying to do that. We're trying to teach you to fish, okay? And another thing I will say, it goes back to not knowing everything. No one knows everything. Like, even Cass, this guy is, we call him Sensei for a reason. He knows a lot. And there are times when I ask him, like, hey, do you know this? And he's like, no, I don't. And he'll tell you that you don't need to know it because that's not his strategy. But when I do ask him something that's within his strategy, he knows the ins and outs of it. And that's what you need to do, is don't try to learn everything perfectly. Try to learn what works for you and learn the ins and outs of that. So again, we're pointing you in the right direction, but you're going to have to do the research. If you read one of the articles that we recommend about candlesticks and you still don't understand, take the time to go back and reread more. Dig deep and do a little bit more research on that specific topic until you understand it. Ask questions. Talk to other traders. There's a community of people. Leave a comment. Let us know what it is that you feel or you think. Nothing you could say is going to take you back farther than where you are now, okay? So feel free to ask questions. If you don't have a starter pack, go ahead and purchase that as soon as you can and let us know what you think. Again, I'm very, very happy that this is where you are in your trading journey, because for me and Ron and Cass, I know I can speak for us when I say that we all had our own issues when it comes to just getting in the door and even seeing that this is a real thing that you can do. So this is what we want to provide for you, is seeing what's going on, as Cass would say, behind the veil. I'll see you in the next video, and you have a nice day.